start exercise 2. Express each of the following numbers as a product of its prime factors. Now here some numbers are given. We have to convert them into as the product of its prime factors, each of them. Let us start how to express the given numbers into product of prime factors. So as you are aware of that what are the prime numbers? Number which has only two factors, they are called prime number. They are 1 and the number itself. So a number which has only two factors, that is 1 and the number itself, they are only called the prime numbers. For example, 2, 3, 5, 7, so on. All these are numbers are prime numbers. Among all these numbers, the 2 is only even, then rest of all primes are odd. So from this you can understand that all primes are odd numbers except 2, because 2 is a even prime number. Now let us start how to convert these given numbers. There are 3 given numbers are here. You have to convert them into product of its prime factor. Let us start. First one is 140. So 140 you have to change into, you have to express into product of prime factors. Then you have to take 140 in the division method. Now you have to divide by 2. The first number is 2. So you have to divide by 2. The quotient is 70. 2 7 is 40. 2 0 is 0. Next, last number is 0. Obviously it again divisible by 2. You have to divide by 2. Then you will get the quotient 35. 3 5 is 6. Then rest of 1 is 10. 2 5 is 10. Again, this number will not be divisible by 2, and this number also cannot be divisible by 3. The next number is, you can take the 5. Now 5 7 is 35. The last digit is 7 1 is 7. So now you can convert this 140 into as the prime factors of the product of prime factors. You can write them 2 into 2 into 5 into 7. So this is the way we have to show the product of the prime factors of the given number. Let us see the another one, that is 156. 156 can be converted into as follows. Look here, 156. Last digit is 2, so it definitely divisible by 2. You can divide by 2. 2 7 is 14. The remainder is 1. Now 2 6 is 8. Last digit is 8. It can also be divisible by 2. Now 2 3 is 6. Next the remainder is 1. Now it will be 18. 2 9 is 18. So here 39 is a prime number. It cannot be divisible by any other factors other than the 39. You can take 39. So 39 1 is 39. Now 156 can be written in the form of 2 into 2 into 13. So this is the way you can find the product of the given numbers into prime factors. The last one is 3825. So 3825 also can be written in the form of prime factors. So let us see here. You can find here 3825. The last digit is 5. Directly you can take as 5 of its prime number. 5 7 is 35. The remaining is 3. 5 6 is 30. 2. The remainder is 2. Now it is 25 now. 5 5 is 25. The last digit is 5. Again it also divisible by 5. 5 1 is 5. The remainder is 2. Now it is 26. Now you can take 5 5 is 25. The remainder is 1. It is 15 now. Now 5 3 is 15. Now 153. So it is not divisible by 5. You can take again 3. Because the sum of all digits is divisible by 3. Look here, 1 plus 5 plus 6 plus 3, 9. So 9 obviously divisible by 3. You can take the number divisible by 3. Now 3 5 is 15. 3 1 is 3. Now 51 is divisible by also 3, because the sum of 1 and 5 is equal to 6. Now you can take 3. 3 1 is 3. The remainder is 2. It is 21 now. 3 7 is 21. Now last one is 17. So 17 is a prime number. You can take direct 17 1 is 17. The product of 3825 can be written 5 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 17. So all these products also can be written in the form of exponential form. There are two product of 2 2's means you can write 2 square and 5 power n and 7 to the power 1. Similarly, it also it can be written 2 square into 3 power 39 power n. So this is also can be written 2 5s you can write 5 square and 3 2s you can write 3 square and 17 to the power 1. So there are two ways to write, either in the form of product or either in the form of expansion. So this is the method you have to write, you have to express all the numbers in the prime factors. Now you have to find the LCM and HCF of the following integers by prime factorization method. So in first bit we have discussed that we have to convert into product of the prime factors of the given numbers by using same method. We have to find the LCM and HCF of the given number. Let us start here. Two numbers are there, one is 72 and 108. Then how can you find the LCM and HCF of the given numbers? By using prime factorization method. Let us start 72. The 72 is the first number which can be written in the form 72. We can find the factors of prime factors of 72, that is 2 3 ja 1 2 6 ja 2 1 ja, the remainder is 1 2 8 ja 16, now 2 9 ja, now it is 3 table 3 3 ja, next the 3 can be written 3 1 ja. So 72 can be written in the form of 3 2's, 2 into 2 into 2 and 3 2's 3 into 3. So this 72 can be written the product of 2 into 2 into 2 and 3 into 3. Let us take another number, that is 108. So 108 also can be written in the form of prime, the product of the prime factors, that is 2 108. Let us take 2 2 5 ja 2 4 ja. Now you can take 2 2 2 ja 4, the remainder is 1. Now it is 14 2 7 ja, so it cannot be divisible by 2. Now next you have to take 3 because it is divisible by 3 3 9 ja, now 3 3 ja, last one is 3 1 ja. You have taken here the 108 E can be written in the form of 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. Here 2 2's and 3 3's are there, have written. Now let us start how to find LCM and HCF of the given this number out of this product of the prime factors. Now we have to find the LCM and HCF of the given integers, given numbers. Let us start HCF. HCF is highest common factor. So what are the common factors between the two numbers 72 and 108? Let us see here 2 is the common factor between 72 and 108. Similarly 2 2, these two also common factors are there. Now 2 is a factor of 72 but 2 is not factor in the 108. Now you can take the next one, 3 and 3 are common factors, you can write, and moreover these 3 also 3 and 3 are common factor. Now you have to select all the common factors between 72 and 108. Let us start, write 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So we have to write only one digit among the common factor 2 digits. So this is the, when you write the product of these 4 factors, then that is the HCF of the 72 and 108. 2 2 ja 4, 4 3 ja 12, 12 3 ja 36. So this is HCF. Now how can you write LCM? LCM of 72 and 108 is least common multiple. So least common multiple means first you have to select all the common terms which are found in HCF. Write 2, 2, 3, 3. Then the rest of what are the factors that remaining in 72 and 108, you have to select them. They are 2 is one factor that is remaining in 72, write 2, and the 3 is another factor which is remaining in 108, you have to write 3. Now you have to find the product of all this product, then you get the LCM of 72 and 108. Now you have to multiply 2.
2 2 ja 4, 4 3 ja 12, 12 3 ja 36. Now you can multiply 2 3 ja 6. Now 36 6 ja 216.
So 216 is the LCM of 72 and 80. So here the given two numbers. How can you find the LCM and HCF of the 3 numbers? Whenever they are asking 3 numbers to find, now you have to find the HCF and LCM of the given numbers which are given 3 numbers. So just now you have discussed how to find HCF and LCM of 2 numbers. If the numbers are given as three numbers. Then how can you find? Let us start. First you have write 12 and 15 and 21. Similarly, as of before you have written 12 can be written 2 6 ja, 2 3 ja, next 3 1 ja. Now the 12 can be written in the product of 2 into 2 into 3. Similarly, the 15 also can be written 3 into 5, 3 5 ja 15. This 21 also can be written the 3 into 7. So all these are the product of prime factors of the given number. Now you have to find the HCF of 12, 15 and 21. HCF, the highest common factor. So first you have to select what is the common factor among the 12, 15 and 21. So 2 is a factor of 12 but not 2 is in the factor of. Now see, next one 3. 3 is a factor of 12. Yeah, 3 is a factor of 15. 3 is a factor of 21. Now you can select 3 is the common factor of all these number. Now HCF is 3. You can write there is no other factor that is common among the 12, 15 and 21. So HCF is 3 only. Now you can select write LCM. So what is LCM? LCM is least common multiple. You have to write LCM of all these three numbers. First you have to write the selecting number, that is common factor of all these three. Next, after taking three numbers, then what are the numbers or factors at least 2 numbers. So any 2 numbers at least 2, say there is no common factor between any 2 numbers. So you have to write all the numbers, what are the numbers rest in each of the given numbers. So 12, there are remaining 2 numbers is 2 into 2, and similarly in 15 the remaining part is 5, and 21 the remaining number is 7. So the product of all these number is the LCM of 12, 15 and 21. Now we can multiply. 7 5 ja 35, 35 2 ja 70, and 2 3 ja 6, 76 ja 420. So this is the LCM of 12, 15 and 21. Now let us take another question. Let us say what is the common factor of highest common factor and LCM of the numbers 15, 13, 11. Now let us see here. 15 can be written 3 into 5. 13, as it is prime number, it cannot be written into any prime factors. Now it has only 2 factors, 1 and the 13, 1 into 13. So 11 also 1 into 11. Now what is the common factor of this 15, 13 and 11? HCF of 15, 13, and there is no common factor. There is no common factor means you have to write at least 1, because 1 is the common factor of all the numbers. You can select 1 is the common factor of all the numbers. The HCF is 1. Now LCM of these numbers are, you can write 3 into 5 into 13 into 11. The product of all these number is the LCM. Similarly, you can find the LCM and HCF of all the given numbers. Now let us start the third bit. Check whether the 6 to the power n can ends with the digit 0 for any natural number n. Now you have to calculate the given number 6 to the power n, whether it ends with any digit 0 or not. So the question it is asked 6 to the power n, it may be asked just like 4 to the power n or 10 to the power n or 12 to the power n, whatever the number it asked, but you have to write the same process and same method. What is that? Let us start solution. Given number is 6 to the power n. This 6 to the power n can be written, 6 means 2 into 3, it can be written 2 into 3 power n. So this can be written 2 to the power n and 3 to the power n. So if this 6 to the power n, I mean, is equal to 2 to the power n into 2 to the power 3 power n ends with 0, then it must have the prime factors 2 and 5. So if the given number have the prime factors 2 and 5, then only it can be end with the digit 0 with any natural number n. Otherwise, it never ends with 0, since 6 to the power n has only 2 as a factor, but 5 is not a factor of 6 to the power n. So as you know that there is only 2 is the factor of 6 to the power n, but 5 is not the factor of 6 to the power n. So the given number never ends with 0, hence 6 to the power n never ends with 0. So you can understand that 6 to the power n never ends with, because any number, not only 6 to the power n, even 4 to the power n, 10 to the power n and 12 to the power, whatever the number it is asked in examination, you have to know that only one thing: if the number has the prime factors of only 2 and 5, only 2 and 5, then the number ends with 0 for the natural numbers of n. This is the way you can find all the number, what the number it has given in the examination. Now let's go to fourth bit. Explain why 7 into 11 into 13 into plus 13 is a composite number. So you have to show that given number is a composite number. Already you have aware that the composite number is a number which have more than 2 factors. More than 2 factors. If a number has more than 2 factor, this type of numbers are called a composite number. Let us see whether the number is composite or not. Solution: the number is given 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. As you know that the expression of mathematical expression can be either separated by plus or minus. The terms are separated by plus or minus. That means here is one plus, entire this is one term and this is another term. Here the question is given only 2 terms. So among these 2 terms, between these 2 terms, what are the common factor is there? You have to select. So what is the common factor? Here it is 13 is present in the first term and 13 is present in the second term. Now you have to take them as common. So 13 as you have to take as common term. If you take common term, the rest of number is 7 into 11 and plus if the 13 is taken out, then the number you have to write 13 1 the 13. So this number can be written 13 into 7 11 the 77 plus 1 78. So as you know that this number is the product of 13 and 78. The composite number means it has more than 2 factors. That the number is called composite number. This 17, it has nothing, means you can write either 1, because 1 is the common factor of all the number. Otherwise you can write 78 is the prime factorization method. 13 into 78 means 2 into 39. So into 1. So you have got here the number has more than 2 factors. Therefore this number is a composite number. Similarly, you can take one more bit, that is 17 into 11 into 2 plus 17 into 11 into 5. So whether it is a composite number or not. Here I told you the mathematical expression can be separated by either plus or minus. Here are given 2 terms. 17 into 11 into 2 one term and 17 into 11 into 5 is second term. Now what are the common factors between these 2 terms? You have to select. 17 is present in first one and second one. 11 also present in first one and second one. Now you can take 17 into 11 as common factors. The remaining, if you take common factors 17 and 11, then remaining number is 2. Then you have to write this plus. If you take the common type, the remaining number is 5. Now you have to write for this number 17 into 11 into 2 plus 5 is 7. So as I told you, composite number which has more than 2 factors, that composite number is called composite number. So it has more than 2 factors. 17 is a factor, 11 also a factor, even 7 is also a factor. So there are more than 2 factors. Therefore this number is a composite number.